أنا عايزة أقول لكل الناس إن إحنا موجودين وإن إحنا قادرين، بس ناخد الفرصة زي بقية أطفال مصر.
ما تخافش يا مهند، أكيد كل أطفال مصر زي بعض، مفيش أي فرق. طب أنت بتطلب إيه؟
نفسي نشتغل على إن المدارس والمدرسين والطلبة يتعلموا إزاي يتعاملوا معانا صح، وإن أي حد يتعامل معانا بطريقة مش كويسة يتعاقب عقوبة شديدة. وحضرتك عارف يا أستاذ مصطفى طبعا، وكلنا شفنا الفيديوهات اللي فيها ناس وهم بيأذونا.
مظبوط.
كمان لازم كل واحد يحترم الاختلاف يا أستاذ مصطفى، في الشكل، في اللون، في القدرات، وندرس مادة احترام الآخر في المدارس والجامعات من أول الحضانة.
أنا أؤيد جدا تدريس مادة احترام الآخر. أنا أؤيد أوي تدريس مادة احترام الآخر. الطلبات دي إن شاء الله تتحقق بإذن الله ونقدر نعملها، وبلدنا مليانة خير ومليانة ناس تعمل الخير. أروح لسفير.
معلش
اتفضل يا فندم.
يا مهند، احنا هنعملها فورا فورا.
As a pioneering school, we feel responsible for making a world of difference. Our president made an immediate response, and we should all meet that with enthusiasm. We're going to launch a campaign at school that is entitled by Disability Awareness. People who have never interacted with a person who has a mental or physical disability may think of the exchange as intimidating or nerve-wracking. They might worry what to talk about or how to avoid steering. These concerns are understandable, but it's important to realize people with disabilities should be treated the same as everyone else. The most important part of interacting with someone who has a disability is seeing that person for whom he or she is, and not what disability that person has. What it boils down to is having a sense of disability awareness and disability etiquette, and to help raise awareness, here are some tips to help you. Find commonalities before thinking about differences. Common ground is the base of all human connections. Once you have found something in common, then you can deal with the differences. For example, a person in a wheelchair may use a wheelchair lift and hand controls to transport into a car and drive. Rather than thinking about how you and this person drive differently, focus on the commonality. Both of you drive. In this instance, the difference doesn't matter. 2. Do not victimize people with disabilities. Referring to someone as a spinal cord injury victim or cerebral palsy victim takes away that person's power. It abdicates them of their strength and ability to overcome, because the emphasis is on what happened to them as opposed to what they did about it. It would be more appropriate to refer to someone with a disability as a survivor or people of determination. 3. Don't assume they see their disability as a tragedy. Many people with disabilities have worked through the tough emotions to be happy and content with their lives. A seemingly harmless statement like "I'm so sorry that happened to you" or something of that nature can make a person with a disability feel sad and sorry. 4. Adjust posture to be eye level. The height difference between people in wheelchairs and able bodies can create an unspoken feeling of superiority and inferiority. To be safe, sit or stand at eye level with a person who has a disability when it is appropriate and possible. Finding a table to sit at is a great option because it can eliminate any visible differences. such as a wheelchair. Sitting in a chair with or without table is also better than kneeling, which may cause the person in a wheelchair to feel like a child. 5. Concerning sighted people, calling their name is like making eye contact with them. Touch his or her arm or shoulder lightly as you do so to be sure the student knows you are addressing him or her. Also, the following tips can be beneficial. Don't shout. Visually impaired or blind does not mean hearing impaired. Don't leave a person who is blind talking to themselves. Let them know when you are leaving. Don't use hand signals. People with severe visual impairments can't see waving or pointing hands. Do speak directly to a person who is blind. Don't speak to a family member or friend and ignore the person who is blind. Remember, they can speak for themselves. Don't push, pull, or grab a person who is blind. This can cause accidents and is often embarrassing. Do offer your arm for assistance. A person who is blind would rather take your arm than have you take their arm. 6. Don't underestimate the abilities of someone with a disability. They are always more gifted, talented, and of sharp intelligence. They can add a lot to our society if necessary facilities and support are provided. They always think outside the box and creative. Their innovation is unlimited but needs to be made full use of. In fact, they have advantage over normal people. Remember, difference colored our world. Thank you.